Watkins. I'm a sales manager here at Fleetwood, Australia. Look after all things sale into all the different departments that we work into across Queensland. Fleetwood's been around for about 60 years. Started off as caravan parts and then moved into modular buildings. My remit has been modular buildings, and we do a lot of different buildings through a lot of different sectors, including the housing crisis at the moment, which is very rewarding. Fleetwood approach a lot of different government clients and the private sector as well. One of our big remits is education, so we do a lot for the state government department and also private schools. And we're doing a lot of work with the government through the MMC, which is the Modern Methods of Construction. It's been a panel that's been put together by QBuild and the Queensland Government to try to help solve the housing crisis. So that can be anything from staff accommodation for remote key workers to actually social houses. Modular construction is basically doing off-site construction. So we're going to build any type of building or house in a factory environment. We're then going to split those up into modules, transport them to site to then complete the installation and put it onto site. Steel is the benefit for the modular industry is it's very durable. It can handle the transport restrictions that we put on our buildings. A lot of people say in the story is that we actually got to put a building on a back of a truck that's going to go 100 miles an hour down the road. It's got to be withstand all those forces, which is what you get from steel. Technology is very important to Fleetwood. In the ever-changing market, you always got to keep up to date. There's always better ways to do things. Technology is a big part of that, where we can monitor airflow into buildings and energy efficiencies and stuff like that. In specific to steel, there's always new technology coming out. Is it lighter? Is it stronger? Help reduce the weight of buildings, which is always a positive thing. We design, manufacture and build in Fleetwood here. Very important from the client get-go, where you've got to design up the building that's going to be the solution to their needs. Then we get into procurement and manufacture. Manufacture the buildings, get it ready for transport, and then ship it out to site and build it onto site to be able to hand it over to your clients.
My name is Filippo Silicato. I'm one of the National Design Managers for Design and Estimating, working in Queensland and WA states. The design and manufacturing build component in what we do is quite important. The design aspect needs to interface quite heavily with manufacturing and build. So the approach that we take within design is working collaboratively with the steel team.
My name is Wahid Badr and I'm working as a steel design manager for Fleetwood. We try to resolve issues in the design phase to make sure that everything is correct while we are manufacturing. We use both FrameCAD Structure and FrameCAD Detailer software for our building designs.
I do believe FrameCAD is a great product to use. I've been in the industry for quite a while, and it is responsive, it is what it is that we need, and it works really well and integrated very well with our manufacturing processes.
My name's Scott Matheson. I work here at Fleetwood in Crestmead as production manager, and I've been here for 26 years. Here at Fleetwood we use the FrameCAD equipment to produce our wall frames, roof frames and ceiling frames for our modular buildings.
Accuracy is very important to Fleetwood. We want to get the job done once and do it right. Any mistakes that happen during that design process can be very costly to fix in the factory, or worst case scenario, if you get the building out to site and there's inaccuracies and things don't line up, it can cost you a lot of money in remote areas. We are quicker than traditional builders on site because we get to build in a factory environment. So speed is something of the essence to get through design, get through manufacturing, and then get it out to site in a timely manner. Here at Fleetwood, we've seen a return on investment with our partnership with FrameCAD. To be able to rock out the frames all in the one hit and keep up with the production schedules is a big advantage.
I would definitely recommend FrameCAD to others because it's very easy to use, it's very responsive in our demanding sort of market, and it's very accurate, and you can see how quickly we can actually put these frames together.
We looked at other system providers and FrameCAD was the best solution for us.
If we didn't have FrameCAD, we'd be still back in the dark ages trying to manually put all our frames together, which just adds to time and cost and manual labour to do that. The future of modular construction, I think, will change over the next several years. You've got a lot of vertical integration, a lot of volumetric type of style, of kit or parts. It's an ever-changing industry, so I think Frame Cable will help in us changing those methods if we need to. I see Fleetwood in the next 5 years as still a growing company. We've got more we can do for governments. The biggest thing is the housing crisis out there, this MMC panel for modern methods of construction. We've got to get out there and build more houses.